Hello, you know how it is. You have certain responsibilities and duties that you have to fulfill. But every time you try to get done with them, there are new things added. And this is happening in your personal life, professional life, everywhere. You're just not able to get a break and you feel like it's never ending. I guess you're feeling overwhelmed. You don't even know what to do or where to start. So today we're going to look at some things that you could possibly do when this happens. I would say chronic exhaustion, the inability to be energetic, enthusiastic, and motivated all the time. This stems from having too many expectations from ourselves. You know, when you wake up early in the morning, you make a list of everything that you want to get done during the day, and by the end of the day you may be feeling exhausted. Why? Because you have given yourself so much to do and you feel you haven't been able to get everything done. Now you may be thinking, why is this happening only to me? Everyone else seems to manage their time well and get everything done. That's because they've understood the art of letting go. Today we're going to look at a few ways in which you too can let go. Number 1, start to question whether you're chasing someone else's dream. There's a very famous story about this. A king once organized a competition and announced whoever manages to jump over these 7 walls will get a huge reward. So people started practicing and they were jumping over 4, 5 walls and falling down. They would fall down, get up and then try again. But one man came who was a commoner and he looked at the walls and he said, "These are not my walls to jump over. These are the king's walls and I'm not interested in the king's reward." He said, "I have my own dreams and I'm working towards achieving them." So if you see everyone else running, rushing around and you're also running behind something, stop for a moment and ask yourself, is this really important for me? Or am I doing this simply because I feel I should do it? Sometimes we live in this rat race simply because we think we should be doing something great, something big in our lives. We shouldn't be wasting our lives away. We need to leave a legacy behind. We need to work harder and earn more money. All of these thoughts come from societal conditioning. Now ask yourself, is this really what you want? Or are you just pretending to work towards something that you think you should be working towards? Number 2, accept imperfection. Imagine you have a long to-do list, but you're only able to check off 3 tasks. What do? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel bad? Do you feel disappointed? Well, here's what you need to do instead. When you're making your to-do list, make 2 lists. One list is your primary list, which has everything that you want to get done. And the second list is your secondary list, which has the important things that you want to get done, but you can skip them if you don't have enough time. So when you've checked off all the things in your primary list, move on to your secondary list. And if you can't get everything done, then that's okay. At least you've done something. Always remember, the trick to productivity is not to do everything. The trick is to prioritize and focus on the most important things. Number 3, identify and drop the unimportant tasks. As women, we tend to take on way too much responsibility. If you ask us to do something, we won't say no. We'll find ways and means to get it done. But we forget that we already have so much on our plate and we don't need to add more to it. And these additional responsibilities become burdens, they become stressors, and eventually they lead to exhaustion. So here's what you're going to do. Look at all the tasks that you've taken on, and you will categorize them into 2, tasks that bring you joy and tasks that don't bring you joy. Focus on the tasks that bring you joy and drop the rest. It's that simple. Number 4, stop worrying about other people's opinions. Let me tell you something. No one really cares about your life. No one really knows what's going on in your head. People have their own lives to worry about. They have their own problems to deal with. When we think that everyone is watching us, that everyone is judging us, we put tremendous pressure on ourselves. We become anxious, we become nervous, and eventually we become exhausted. So here's what you're going to do. Whenever you feel self-conscious, whenever you feel embarrassed, whenever you feel judged, close your eyes and take a deep breath. And then you're going to say to yourself, let them judge. Who am I? I am the daughter of the universe. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I am strong. And then you're going to open your eyes and face the world with confidence. Let them stare. Let them gossip. You have nothing to prove to anyone. Number 5, stop being a perfectionist. You know, sometimes we can't let go because we want everything to be perfect. We want everything to be in place. We want to make sure that everything is just right. But here's the thing, perfection doesn't exist. Not everything needs to be perfect. And when we keep striving for perfection, we're only setting ourselves up for disappointment. Why? Because we're never gonna reach that perfection that we want. So here's what you're gonna do instead. Lower your standards a little bit. Give yourself some room for error. And when mistakes happen, and they will happen, don't beat yourself up. Learn from them and move on. Remember, progress is better than perfection. Number 6, don't be afraid to say no. We've been socialized to believe that saying no is rude, that saying no makes us sound selfish. But here's the thing, saying no is not selfish. Saying no allows you to stay true to yourself. It allows you to protect your time and your energy. You know, when someone asks you to do something that you don't want to do, you say yes. Why? Because you don't want to hurt their feelings. But by saying yes, you're hurting yourself. You're taking on more stress. You're taking on more anxiety. So next time someone asks you to do something that you don't want to do, don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to disappoint them. It's better to disappoint them than to disappoint yourself. 7, you know, sometimes we hold on to things that no longer serve us. We hold on to old grudges, old resentments, old hurts. And this is draining. You know, when you hold on to negative emotions, you're feeding them, you're giving them power. You're keeping them alive. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to forgive. You're going to let go of the past and move on. Trust me, it feels so much lighter on the other side. Number 8, don't compare yourself to others. You know, when we compare ourselves to others, we're setting ourselves up for disappointment. Why? Because everyone is on their own journey. Everyone has their own path. Some people may seem to be ahead of us. Others may seem to be behind us. But the truth is, we don't really know what's going on in their lives. We don't really know what challenges they're facing. We don't really know what struggles they're going through. So here's what you're going to do instead. Focus on your own journey. Be your own role model. Don't compare yourself to others. Number 9, organize your life. You know, when our lives are disorganized, when we don't have systems and processes in place, we end up wasting a lot of time and energy. We end up feeling overwhelmed and exhausted. So here's what you're going to do. Take some time to organize your life. Create systems and processes that work for you. This will help you save time and energy, and you'll feel less overwhelmed. Number 10, understand that you cannot do everything. You know, when we try to do everything, when we try to take on too much responsibility, we end up burning out. We end up feeling exhausted and drained. So here's what you're going to do instead. Learn to delegate. Learn to ask for help. And remember, it's okay to take breaks. In fact, it's necessary to take breaks. Don't feel guilty about it. Taking breaks allows you to recharge, refuel, and come back stronger. So my sisters, I hope these tips have inspired you. I hope they've motivated you. Remember, you are beautiful. You are powerful. You are strong. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And always remember, you are capable of achieving your dreams. If you liked this video, don't forget to follow. Also comment below what topic you would like to hear about next. Namaskar.